If someone had said to me 13 years ago, your daughter's going to take her life and you'll be running a charity that helps thousands of young people, I will be saying, no way. I would be in the grave with my daughter. There is no way I would even survive that, you know. But we don't know until it happens how we're going to react, how we're going to be. You know, I am quite a spiritual person. You know, I do Reiki and I'm a hypnotherapist, I'm a past life regressionist, and I have lots of tools under my belt. But it doesn't prepare you for the loss of your child. You always assume that you're going to be going before your children and that, you know, they shouldn't precede you. But it was hard. I'm not going to lie. It was the worst day of my life when, you know, the doctor told me they couldn't revive her. And we were waiting in the hospital, all of us as a family. And they came in and said, no, sorry, there's nothing we can do. I howled like an animal in pain. It was awful. And, you know, that day changed my life. It literally, before that, I was a sales director in a publishing house that did exhibitions and conferences. And that door closed. And this new door opened. It's a new life. It's a new way of me being. And I find it took a while. But the way that I kind of tell people is like, you know, like you're climbing a mountain and you're carrying heavy weights. And when you climb, the weights are so heavy that it's a slow, steady pace. But as you climb higher, you start building muscle. And the muscles then allow you to carry the weight easier. The weight's still the same, but you carry it easier. And that's what it's like. I'm carrying the weight. I'm carrying the loss of my daughter, but I'm carrying it easier.
Wow, that's a really, really inspirational way to think about something like this and to think about grief. You know, going through something like this, I have not heard that before, and it's really inspiring. And I feel like also for people listening, if they've been through that, you know, for what would you say to them as a word of inspiration?
I would say, you know, life is fleeting. We never know how God will take us. You know, I had, I don't even know if I should share this on here, but I'm gonna, because we're having this conversation. But about 3 months after Lucy passed, I felt her presence. And I don't know how. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. But she came to me and she sat on my bed. And I don't know, I was able to sit up like we are here and touch her.
Wow.
And I kissed her and I was like, why have you done this? Why have you done this? Why have you done this? Do you know what you've done to us? And she said, look, Mum, it was my time. She said to me, it doesn't matter how we pass. When we're ready to go back, it could be by suicide, it could by car accident, it could by cancer. However, that method is, it's our time. And it was her time. So I said, I don't know about that. She said to me, but that's how it is. Choose to believe it or not. But we are all have a destination. We have certain things that we have to learn. Once we've learned them, it's our time to go. She said to me, I was only ever meant to be here for a short time.
Wow.
Yeah. And then after she had gone, I was laying back in my bed. And I thought I was sitting up talking to her, but I obviously wasn't. I was laying in my bed and I got up and I was like, what's just happened? I don't understand. And for the next 8 weeks, I was Googling it. I was asking everybody, you know, has this ever happened to you? And, you know, in the end, because it could have drove me mad trying to figure it out. In the end, I just thought it's a gift. It's a gift to me that I had that conversation with Lucy. Yeah. And, you know, I got to ask questions. So I don't now have any fear about what happens to us because I know we transcend. And I know that no matter how we pass, we're whole when we're there. And so there's no fear about me dying or anyone dying around me because I know at some stage we all ascend.
Yeah.
Wow. It was quite profound. It really, really messed my head for a bit. And I was, trying to figure out what that was, but it still stayed with me. And she said something to me as well. She said, Mum, if you raise your vibration and I lower mine, we could have conversations like this. And I said to her, but I don't know how to do that. I don't. She said, you do. You've just done it. And I was like, okay. She said, you'll figure it out. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's so profound and it's true.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned these, first of all, well, number one is a visceral lived experience that you're sharing with us, which is, like you said, a gift no one can take from you.
No.
Soul world, and actually use this for healing, for transformation and empowerment. So it's a beautiful example of being able to actually use those abilities that we have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we all have them. I just think we're not open enough to really connect to it. The world is quite fast paced and our vibration is quite dense. But I think we just need to work on ourselves to raise that vibration to be able to do that. And it'd be nice if the kids would learn that.
Yes.
To really sit with themselves.
Absolutely. Yes.